Hello, welcome to Papa B's Old Time Repair and Restoration. I know I'm not Papa B and what you're used to seeing, but we're going to try things just a little bit different. Papa B, also known as Michael. I am Gigi, that's what the grands call me. My real name is Susie. And we're going to try things a little bit different, where Papa B has kind of done some tutorials on some of the things he's repaired. We're going to try doing a little bit different and watching him on a daily basis, just kind of the things that he trinkets around on out in the shop. So from time to time, we're just going to sneak out there and see what he's doing and just kind of give you a look at some of his day-to-day activities. He will from time to time still do the tutorials and show you the projects, the big projects that he's working on. So I hope that you join us, subscribe and share the video, and join us on a daily basis and see what's going on. So let's go out to the shop and see what's happening, okay? Hey, Papa B, what's going on?
Oh, we're working on the 38 AR, making a new gasket for the side of the transmission case. Just trying to get everything sealed up, and the eventual goal of having something is clean enough to paint.
Sounds good. You should have your fan on.
Yeah, fan makes noise. And besides, I mean, if I get in the right spot, I've got some cross flow. But anyway, I've got to, I'm just cutting the outside of this. The original gasket was 50 thousandths thick, and so that's what this material is, and it's a little bit hard just to pound out. So I'll go over and see if we can mark out the inner outline and see if we can.
This is a Jeep he's working on also. And this is the AR that he's talking about. He will have some tutorials and more detailed videos on it.
Yeah, and just trying to find some small jobs. We're just like everybody else in the country, or hot. And I do have one hole right here. Take this bolt back out that I've got to mark right there. That's an oil drain back hole, and that gasket will actually need to be, even though all the casting is showing, it's just grief. It's just a hole for a bearing and a hole for the bottom bearing. This actually has a passage you can see in the metal that it's got a drain back passage stamped in the plate. So that's going to have that. Well, actually, we won't need to punch that hole. We'll just basically cut that gasket out around that. Flies are out in force too, I see. So we're gonna kind of get it held up here and kind of get the main holes knocked out, and got a little more cleaning to do on the plate, but I would like to get this done. We've got the axle seals put in, the new axle felts put in. We've got the transmission and differential case cleaned out, which if you haven't seen, we might put some still pictures in about how incredibly awful the separation of the grease in this differential was. It was just like digging out wheel bearing grease. And so we might throw a few stills in on that, but I'll get this kind of sucked up here to where I can mark out my holes. And I generally try to make my own gaskets. Gaskets are so expensive from the OEM that I did buy one gasket, the gasket for that reduction cover over there. I did buy that, but so anyway, but these simple gaskets, like this back gasket here, this cover, this one here, and I'm gonna lift the governor off to make sure. I'm hearing something when I roll the tractor over, something falling, and I don't know if it's just a weight that's sticking and falling, or if the pivot pins on the weights are bad. I do want to do that. I'm not doing any major mechanical work to this. I'm just going through and checking a few things. I have removed shims in the main bearings and re-clearanced those. I've checked the rod bearings. They're okay. I've had the oil pump out, and the screen was partially collapsed, and I had to solder that back together. And but the pump gears look good, so we've got that all resealed. This gasket is so thick it is hard to tell where the edge of the hole is, so I'm hoping this will at least mark out. I don't want to just blindly tear on it to kind of see a little bit of it's down here close to. All right, we'll see how good we did. I don't know. We'll find out. But as soon as I get the governor checked out, and I'll pull the valve, the rocker arm cover, the valve cover, whatever. Yeah, that's
No, you did good.
It's kind of what I was looking for, to where I can get in there and cut those out with a pair of scissors, hopefully, without cutting the. Yeah, I think I'll just go back to the bench and punch me a hole with what I was using for the big holes. And
This is his 66 Ford that he drives around in. It runs good, looks good. Everybody's jealous.
can get back into the swing here. This gasket is 50 thousandths thick, and I'm sure someone has been in this tractor before. In fact, I know they have, because at some point in its life it lost a rear axle bearing and it had some work done on it. But I sent the axles out, had the seal surfaces spray welded, and machined back to standard. We had quite a bit of grooving in there, and the last thing that you want to have happen if you're getting ready to paint a tractor is you want to have it leak. So anyway, so right there is kind of where we're aiming, and this is the cover plate, which I don't have, but we're going to end up having to come I'll mark that with see if I can get something for some kind of round to round that off. Something to that effect. Like I say, nobody will probably ever see it. But we want to get it as much like the original gasket as we can. That should, okay, I said it should, and then I changed my mind. Okay, so that should come out around that drain back hole, just about like that. And so that's kind of where we're at. So I'm going to buff the outside of this cover off a little bit, and then I'll be ready to put that on. So cover your ears for a moment. There'll be some more cleaning to do on that, but we'll call that good for right now. This surface has been buffed off, so let's get this put on. gasket. Okay. Probably have to trim around the outside of it. I've trimmed around the back of there. I haven't gone around that with the utility knife yet, but we'll kind of get that ship shaped up a little bit. Trying not to put too thick of a layer. Got it a little bit thick in spots, but kind of smooth that out just a little bit. There we go. All right, that should do it. Okay. This is the only drain back hole there is, other than draining back through that bearing there, so I think we're in good shape. Get this tightened up and I'll show everyone what's going on with the Jeep over there.
Okay.
I'm waiting on a tool to arrive for it so I can continue on. Hello, there's a plug.
So here's what happens whenever you video in the heat of the day. It gets so hot that it shuts the camera off. So we're going to try this one more time and probably just have to end this video for the day because it's so hot. We will, at the end of this video, post some of those pictures that he was talking about that are of the AR that he's been cleaning and working on. And so we'll post that at the end. But he's on to another project right now, and he needs my help. We've been in the middle of a house remodel project, and so he needs some help cutting up some wood. So we're gonna do that and bring this to an end.
But I think, let's see, 66. Oh yeah. So get, yeah, let's just cut 4 of those strips, and that will stack the rest of it back.
I think I felt a raindrop.
Yeah, it should. Kind of clouded up.
Yeah. Ooh, right in the knot.
Now, spread that just a little bit.
Okay.
There you go.
Do you need for short pieces?
Wiped off and get that in here.
Okay, there you have it. That's going to end our day. It's starting to rain, so be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video, and there you have it. We'll see you on the next video.